Hi, I'm Bo, and this is my wife, Kimberly. We're the McKenzies.
Hey there. Hi.
And we're just going to do this little introductory video and kind of tell you what's going on and get things going on this channel.
Help you get to know us a little bit as well.
Yeah. So we're from Washington State. I've kind of been around a little bit. My dad was a pastor, so we traveled a lot through my childhood. And Kimberly...
And I traveled a lot. I'm a Navy brat, so being a Navy brat, we moved quite a bit. So I'm used to traveling around quite a bit, been to quite a few places. All in the States, though, I will say.
Yeah.
Never been overseas.
Abroad.
Yes.
Anyways, so that's us. We've been married now for 21 years.
21, yes. We were babies when we got married, very, very young.
Yeah. And so our kids are moving out of the house. We're just about to be empty nest. And,
very close. We're just weeks away from it right now.
That's got us kind of getting started on a crazy journey that has us moving forward to some other things ourselves. We've worked really hard, and our business is allowing us now to be fully remote.
Yep.
Been remote now for a little over, a year and a half, 2 years.
Yep.
And so... that being the case, we don't necessarily need to live where our business is. And with our kids out of the house, we don't need to live in a house.
Oh, I've never not lived in a house.
So
we're very fortunate in that regard.
We're getting ready to move into our camper.
Yes.
And we're going to start traveling the U.S. a little bit and exploring some new adventures together.
Yep.
And I'm curious to see how we're going from about 2,000 square foot house.
Yep.
With a nice big shop out back.
Yep.
And all of that down to a 56 square foot camper.
Ooh.
With the two of us and our almost 70-pound dog.
We have a black lab named Cole. He's going along with us. He has not moved out of the house yet.
When does he move out of the house? I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, so that's kind of who we are and what we're getting ready to do. We're going to explore a little bit, find kind of where we want to settle next and what we want to do next. Explore some other opportunities in business and such, and excited about those.
Yes.
But so that's
we currently live in Washington State.
Yeah.
And that's something that we very much... We've been in Washington State for
forever.
I've been in Washington State since I was 12 is when we moved up here, and our entire marriage we've lived in Washington State, and we are ready to be done with all of the wet.
So basically, our house, we're moving out of it. We're turning it over to a VRBO agency, and they are going to rent our house out to other people. We have agreed on a minimum of a 6-month period. So for at least 6 months, this is what's gonna be. And so we're getting the house ready and pulling the things together for that, and that's gonna be part of the channel, kind of seeing us prepare for all this, as well as the intermediates of just trying to figure out how to get into the camper, and we have
how to live in the camper.
And we travel a lot already.
We do, so we're very familiar with our camper, but you know, you can get by with a week.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot that's like, oh, I don't need that. I'm only gone for a week. And
I myself have lived extended periods in the camper. So last year I did a missions trip where we rebuilt a church building up on the Arctic Circle, on the north end of Canada. And then later on when Hurricane Helene hit western North Carolina, I packed up and I lived out of my camper for about 2 months while I was working on disaster recovery, rescue operations, and a bunch of other things like that. So I've lived extended periods, but that's one person, not two people.
And a dog.
A 70-pound dog, which takes up more room and smells worse than most people do.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's kind of what we're going to be figuring out and doing together. And just wanted to introduce ourselves. We'll be having lots of these kinds of videos coming up, explaining kind of things, showing you some things. And but we wanted to introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Welcome to the journey. And we are excited for all of it. And we're excited to get to know you as well. Anyone who's watching watching, and if you have any questions for us, feel free to ask. We'd love to be able to answer those, and we're kind of opening ourselves up. It's a very vulnerable sort of situation, but we're excited about it, and we're thankful you guys are here.
Yeah, and we're going to take you along from through the good of all this, right? Because I'm sure there's going to be lots of fun things. That's why we're doing it. But we'll take you along through some of the bumps and bruises.
Yes.
Maybe some of you that are interested in doing some of the same types of things, kind of learn from our mistakes a little bit. But we'll take you through the bumps and bruises of it as well, and it could be a lot of fun for all of us.
It could be a lot of no fun as well, but we're together, and I think that's really what matters the most. I think that it's a great opportunity for us to get to know one another again. Obviously, after being together for 21 years, we know each other really well, but you kind of get to know someone even better when you don't have the distractions of the kids and you're this close to them all of the time. I imagine there will be periods of time where we'll need our space.
Oh, yes, My mom used to say that adventures begin where the problems start, and so I'm sure there will be some adventures to come. So
absolutely.
When things go wrong, that's when the adventure starts. Is what Mom used to say.
Adventure starts when things go wrong.
So when things go wrong, that's when the adventure starts. When it's not really an adventure if everything's going smoothly.
I guess so.
Nobody tells stories about the day that everything went right. But they tell stories about when everything went wrong and you had to figure it out.
It's true.
So we are looking for some adventure. So we're intentionally going to put ourselves in a place and some things can go wrong and just see what happens.
And hopefully be able to see some amazing sights. And we do know that we want to move out of Washington. So that's our goal, is to basically find out where we want to be. We have some ideas of some places that we would really like, and
a lot of this started because we were looking for a drier climate. It's just kind of better for especially Kimberly's health. She's got some health challenges, and so we were looking for a drier climate. But the problem with looking at a drier climate, when you've lived in a place for so long, the problem with looking for a drier climate is, do you just move somewhere, and what if that's not the spot? And then you end up like moving again and again, or what? So part of the idea is that we'll be able to, for the next little bit, experience some of these drier areas, travel around, and we've got at least 6 months. I'd like to actually do this for at least a year, and then kind of see all of these places, at least like when we find places we like, see them at least once in each season, and then that way we kind of figure out some of the longer terms and figure out some of the markets in there for business, and
something that we
build some relationships in some of these communities, and
something we really love to do when we do travel, and we have traveled in the past, is we really love to sink into a community, really get to know
the culture,
them. Get to know what makes them who they are, what makes the area. There's just so much that you can learn about people, and we really love doing that sort of thing. So
for sure.
We'll probably learn a whole lot. And just very excited about it.
Yeah, we'll see. I was telling Kimberly that I think the biggest possibility is that a month or two in we'll be RV shopping for something bigger. We don't plan on that. We don't plan on that. But there's a really good chance that somewhere in the near early stages of this we'll be like, we need at least 100 square feet. We need something more. I don't know, because we don't know. We just don't know. So we're going to figure this out together. The channel's name is Responsibly Dangerous, and we do have 2 sons. The reason why we're calling it Responsibly Dangerous is because I refuse to ever tell my sons to be careful. I always told them, be responsibly dangerous. And so that's what we're calling the channel, Responsibly Dangerous, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to go be dangerous. We're going to try to have some responsibility in there so we don't go too crazy. But we're going to go be responsibly dangerous.
I'm excited.
So follow along as we experience this, and we'll show you some of the stages as we get our house ready, and maybe some of you can learn some things that are wanting to start doing some VRBO type of things, because we are learning it. This is the crash course. We're doing it. Now we're gonna do it.
We got to figure it out.
So we're figuring that out. We not only have our house, but we've got some property. So we've got an RV pad that we're developing on the property, and I know that Kimberly's already got some footage of that, so that'll be coming. And so you can see kind of how that goes. and getting that ready. So both the house and the RV pad will be up for the VRBO agency. I got some beautification around the house to divide areas out and all that are going to happen. And yeah, so we're excited about showing you what we figure out as we go, and love to be able to share that with you.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you guys got to the end of this video, I'm really glad that you guys watched and took the time.
If you got to the end, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
If you made it to the end, give us a thumbs up.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That way we know who actually went the whole way.
Yes.
Because I know this is terrible. We will get better, we promise you.
We do promise that at the very least, yes.
Yep.
Alrighty, bye everyone.